Dear listener, welcome to my channel. Topic is justify or contradict question on histogram equalization. In my previous videos, I covered justify or contradict question on image enhancement in spatial domain. In this video, I am going to cover all these 6 questions on histogram equalization. First question, two images can have the same histogram? Yes, possible. At the same time, the second question can be asked like this: is the histogram is a unique representation of image? No, false. Answer for these two questions are similar. Just see the answer. Histogram is a plot of frequency of occurrence of an event. That is nothing but the bar chart. Histogram of an image represents relative frequency of occurrence of various gray level. So in histogram, on the x-axis, the number of gray levels are there, and on the y-axis, the frequency of each gray level. Histogram of an image provides a global description of their appearance. Because of global nature, it displays the number of pixels in each gray level but not their spatial location, means where they are actually located in an image, not their location of spatial coordinates, that is nothing but the local information. See this image. The image is black and white, having total number of pixels are 100, in which total are 50 black colors are there and 50 white colors are there. Now, these 6 images are different, but if we plot the histogram, we are getting the same histogram. That is same histogram, same statistics and different images. So, it is not possible that even the histogram is same, the image behind that may be different, because the distribution of intensities could be different. So this is the reason. So this is the reason. That's why histogram is not the unique representation of image, and it may possible that multiple images can have the same histogram. Can we reconstruct the image from histogram? Second question. This statement is false. Now we can see that even the images are different, but their histogram can be same. Histogram of an image provides a global description of their appearance. Because global nature, it displays the number of pixels in each gray level, but not their location of the spatial coordinates. It is a spatial domain technique. We can generate different images from same histogram, as pixel location is not maintained in histogram, only the count of number of pixels of each gray level. So therefore, for example, if the histogram is given in which total number of pixels are 100 and black are 50 pixels and white are 50 pixels, which is represented by 0 and 1 color. But here from this histogram we can generate the n number of images having the different distribution of the black and white colors. Third, second pass of histogram equalization will produce exactly the same result as the first pass. The statement is true. Perfect image is one where all gray labels have equal number of pixels. Objective of histogram equalization is not to only spread the dynamic range, but also to have equal pixel at all gray levels. It is not possible to get exactly equalized image in digital case or digital image. In histogram equalization, decision is taken based on the density, that is number of pixels of gray levels. Now see this diagram. This diagram is nothing but the basic concept of histogram equalization. It is based on the concept of cumulative histogram. Now you can see that there are two widths are there. The widths are same. So width are same, but we can see that the slope is different. This slope is gentle and this slope is steep. So there are nature of the slope. So two types of slope of the natures are given. One is the steep slope and second is the gentle. And we can see that density, that is number of pixels, when our slope is steep and when our slope is gentle. So when our slope is gentle, at that time density, that is total number of pixels, are less, and when the slope is steep, the number of pixels or density is high. So what the histogram equalization does, when the density is high, it will map. This is the x-axis is the input image and y is the output image. So when our slope is steep, that is number of pixels are more, that is density high, it will map to the wider range on the output image. And when the slope is gentle, the density is low, at that time it map. Sometimes it sum up also and map to the narrow range. So that is nothing but the concept of histogram equalization. Histogram equalization reallocate the pixel intensity values evenly by using the cumulative, that is sum histogram, as a transfer function. There are two intervals with the same width but different slope. One interval has gentle slope and the other interval has a steep slope. The number of pixels at each intensity values are accumulated. If slope is steep, the density is more, and for gentle slope, density is less. The projected interval gets wider or narrower based on the slope of the cumulative histogram. Now see this example. This is the original histogram and this is the equalized histogram. Now, original histogram distribution is from total number of colors are 0 to 7, and this is the distribution of the pixel, and this is the equalized histogram in which the number of colors are 7 and this is the distribution. From the diagram you can see that the location 0 1 2, the distribution is very high, that is density is very high, so slope is steep. For example, consider the gray colors, gray level 0 1 2. Here the number of pixels are more, means density is very high. So when density is high means the slope is steep, and we can map to the wider gray level. Now we can see that the 0 1 2, that is 800,850 pixel, in the original image they occupy the colors from 0 1 2, but in the equalized histogram they span from 0 to 5. So that's why the higher density area is mapped to the wider range level. Now see the level from 3 to 7, they don't having the very high density because their frequency is low, so we map to the narrow gray levels. So now 3 4 5 6 7 are mapped to the 6 and 7, in which the 3 and 4, that is 650 and 300, gets added to 950, and last three gray levels are sum up and mapped to the 500. So this is nothing but the concept. So when we perform or histogram equalization, the if slope is steep, then it mapped to the wider gray level, and if the slope is gentle, it mapped up to the narrower gray level. So after the histogram equalization, we can see that all pixels, or we are getting available gray levels in a equalize, that is all levels are not exactly equal but approximates to the equal. So when we perform the next time, we are not getting that much of difference to map on the wider range level or narrow range level, so we are getting the same output. So on this image, if we perform the histogram equalization again, we are getting the same answer, because we whatever the concept of steep slope or gentle slope are converted to the equal length. So there is no question of the steep slope and gentle slope, so therefore we will get the same answer. Now see this image. We can see that in this image the colors are accumulated in the area from 0 to 3, but when we perform the histogram equalization, they are spread from 0 to 7. Therefore this is the steep slope and they are mapped to the wider level from 0 to 7. So when we perform again histogram equalization on this image, we will get the same result. Question number 4. We never get a flat histogram after equalization for a discrete case or digital image. Statement is true. Perfect image is one where all gray levels have equal number of pixels. Objective of histogram equalization is not to spread the dynamic range but also to have equal pixel at all gray levels. For an image with L gray levels and n into n size, ideally the frequency of each color should be n into n divided by L. This is very perfect. That is, this is nothing but the definition of histogram equalization, that there should be equal number of pixels in all color, but at the same time the visual features should be intact. We can't do like this. For example, if the image is of gray, that is the 256 colors are there, so we will convert whatever the available pixel into all gray levels, because by doing this we are not keeping the visual features of the image. So our main aim is to keep the or intact the visual time features, as well as contrast should be enhanced to give the good quality. That's why histogram equalization is based on the concept of cumulative distribution function. So by using the CDF function, high density gray levels are spread to the wider region and low density gray levels are sum up and mapped to the narrow region. In this case, output depends on the input gray level density, because it will take all the decision based on the density. Histogram equalization approximates and try to keep equal number of pixels in gray levels. Therefore, we never get a flat histogram after equalization for a discrete case or a digital image. Now the next question, the entropy of an image is maximized by histogram equalization. Now first we will see the concept of entropy. The entropy is nothing but the measure of randomness. Now consider the four dots having the same color. Now when this color is same means what? There is no randomness. So entropy, therefore the means probability is 1, and therefore the entropy is 0, because it is a measure of randomness and there is no randomness. Therefore entropy is 0 and we are getting the probability is 1. Next, consider the two dots. Now here the two dots having the red colors and two dots having the blue color. Now if we compare with the previous image, what we found that here there is no randomness because all pixels having same colors. But here we can find out that now two pixels having the red color and two pixels having the blue color. Now somewhat randomness is there and probability of each color is 0.5. Now see the next case. In next case again more variation is there compared to the second case. Four dots are there in which two are green dots having probability 0.5 and the red dot and the blue dot having the probability 0.25. But if we say the more randomness is there from the compared to the first and second image. Now see the fourth image in which we are getting the different color, that is the each pixel having different color, and here we can see that more randomness is present and the probability is also 0.25 of each color. So if we compare the fourth image to the first, second, third, and we can see that more randomness is there. So entropy measure is more. Now see, this is a case. So for 4 dots, 2 dots, 1 dots, 1, and by using the formula of entropy, entropy is calculated. So here we get the entropy 0 because no randomness. After that entropy is increases 1, next 1.5 and 2. This is nothing but the extreme case. Now this is nothing but just imagine this is the ideal case of histogram equalization. First case and the last case. First case is your input image in which there are the density is very high and we want to spread out this into the wider range. Now here the pixel having the highest density, they are mapped to the other four levels. So we are getting that all the pixels in, that is all gray levels contain the equal number of pixel. So in the output image four colors are there and in each color the same number of pixel, that is one pixel is there. So this is the perfect case of the ideal histogram equalization and we can say that the entropy is enhanced when we perform the histogram equalization. Now this is the original histogram, this is the equalized histogram. So when we convert the original histogram into the equalized histogram, we are getting the more randomness. Why? Because we are getting the equal number of pixels in each color, so therefore the entropy is more. Last question, by seeing the histogram can we guess the nature of the image, that is the image is dark, bright? Yes, the histogram gives information about global appearance of an image. Based on that, image can be of four types: dark image, bright image, low contrast image and high contrast image. Now consider this image as a grayscale, so it having the colors from 0 to 255. If we plot the histogram for this image, we can find out that histogram is accumulated or it is concentrated on a particular area, and that is nothing but the darker part of the image because all pixels are accumulated on the left hand side. And by seeing that the nature of the histogram, we can guess that what the image may be of darker, and we can see that we are not easily, or the objects in an image are not clearly visible. When we see the histogram for this image, we can find out that this image is more whiter, or it may look that white color is added in an image because the pixels are accumulated on the right hand side. So this is a bright image, but even dark image and bright image, they are the poor quality because objects are not clearly visible. Now see, this is the image. From this image histogram, we can easily find out that this image having a very low dynamic range. So that's why it is of low contrast image, because image color vary or span from 0 to 255, that is dynamic range is from 0 to 255, but only a very narrow span occupied by the image. So therefore the image looks like fade and the low contrast image, so objects are not clearly visible. Now final image is the high contrast image, and if we see the nature of the histogram, we can see that it is not it is closely equal to the equalized histogram, and is equalized histogram is always best histogram because equalized histogram image is always best because the dynamic range is very high, so it spread out from start to end range, and we can see that the objects in an image are clearly visible. So this is nothing but the perfect case. So by seeing the nature of the histogram, we can guess what is the nature of the image. So this is all about the justify and contradict questions on histogram equalization. If you like my videos, subscribe my channel. Thank you.